Hi everybody, Jamie Dunbar here. Before we jump into this video, I just wanted to take a moment and give you some quick history. iWoofs is a podcast that Ian, Kelly, and myself started several years ago. We produced dozens of episodes where we had conversations about dog training, dog behavior, as well as dog culture and events in a relaxed and casual format. For the past 5 years, iWoofs has been on hiatus, but we're bringing it back. For now, we'll be recording new iWoofs on Zoom and we'll be posting the video versions here on YouTube, starting with this episode, which we are going to call Season 7, Episode 1. If you want to listen to the audio-only podcast version of iWoofs, or the previous 6 seasons of iWoofs, we will link to them in the description down below, or you can find them on your favorite podcast website or podcatcher app. With that out of the way, we hope you enjoy this new season of iWoofs, and let's jump into the video. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of iWoofs. What are we talking about today? Ian.
Well, I think we
Kelly.
should talk about the fact that this is another episode of iWoofs.
Yes, good intro. It's been a long time. 5 years.
In 5 years. Our last
5 years.
episode was posted April 2016.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, a lot has changed since then.
You have no idea why we stopped.
Yeah. But whatever reason for why we stopped, we're back.
We're back.
We
Hey,
are back.
that should be the title of it, we're back. iWoofs rises like a phoenix from the ashes after a
And
hiatus.
what has changed in the past 5 years? Anything big?
Loads, I would say, for all of us. What's changed for you, Kelly?
Well, I've bought a farm in Washington, so I'm splitting my time between Washington State, way up at the tippy top, and the Bay Area. So I'm coming back and forth a little bit. I've got kind of a new dog family. We've lost a few good souls, and we've added several more. I've done a lot of fostering. I've done a lot of foster dogs.
Who's gone? We lost Claude.
Well, since Claude was already gone. Claude was lost well before 2016. So people already know about that, I think. Since the last iWoofs.
I'm not
right?
good with history. I can't do that. Yeah.
No, he's been gone for a while, but since we did our last iWoofs, Zuzu has passed away. Because the boys were also already gone by 2016.
Hugo. Yeah.
So no, Hugo was also gone. The boys, the Bulldog boys passed away in 2015.
Oh, really? Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my word.
So Zuzu, we've lost Zuzu and Missy, but nobody even knows about Missy.
Yeah.
And then we've got a whole new pack of Dunbar dogs. So yeah, new farm, new crew, and lots of fostering and making training videos. That's what we're doing. I've been trying to make new content. What have you been up to, Jamie?
Well, we've been trying to digitize Ian's brain and put it into a website. So that's Dunbar Academy is our new website where people can find online courses and all of basically everything that Ian's ever made with regards to dogs. So all his books, his episodes of his TV program, all of his DVDs and videos, and all of his seminars and workshops that I filmed, they're all up there. And now we're adding stuff. The thing that we added most recently, which is very exciting, is a section called the Behavior Problems Compendium, where we try to take everything and organize it by behavior problem to make it really easy for our students to find everything they need about any specific behavior problem. We're really trying to make it easy for people to find the information they need because we've got so much information.
It's a great way to teach.
Yeah,
too.
digitizing.
Kelly.
Digitizing Ian's brain is no small feat. I was gonna say.
It's worth the wait.
Got my feet in the brain. I was going to say that it's a great way to teach people by problem. It's the old practitioner way, like when you learn to become a vet, you learnt it by cases. And training by problem, it makes so much sense because if you start off, say, cat behavior, heaven forbid, you learn house training. That's
Forbid.
51% of it. 51% of cat behavior problems are house training. In dogs, it's about 24, 25. Great way to learn. Yeah.
And what
Yeah,
about you,
it's
Dad? What have you done
exciting.
in the past half a decade?
Well, I was trying to think, as you two, you've done so much. I mean, you've forgotten most of what you've done, Jamie. I mean, you created.
Done a lot.
You have another little girl,
Procreated, yes.
yeah, who's
Yes.
now 4, all since we did our last iWoofs. I guess I've been in this period of transition when I stopped, the seminar trail, because then I was away from home so much, in hotels on the road lecturing. I was trying to work out, well, what do I do now? I'm at
Oh,
home and I have all this time. So there were a lot of odd jobs around the house. But I've done an awful lot of writing too, which is still to be placed or put in places on Dunbar Academy. I now spend a lot of time down in Southern California, which I didn't think I would ever do, but I love it. It's so much warmer here. And I'm now in my pool.
yeah, you love the warmth.
Yeah, I don't know why you would have doubted it. You like sunshine and heat, so.
Oh, quality of life in Northern California I find it it's the close to England without being in England, the type of the life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Down here, freeways and traffic, I thought I could never take it, but I just don't go anywhere. That's how I solve the problem.
Also,
But
I thought you left England for a reason. I
the
thought
weather.
you were in
And-
search of warmth.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
loved it in Northern California. And then I discovered that just if you go a little south in California, it's 10 degrees higher,
It's even warmer.
sunnier. Yeah. But I think the
You
house,
know, we do have traffic in Northern California too.
we do. Yeah, but I don't drive anywhere there in, the daytime rush hour, especially not over bridges. But I think, I was thinking of the highlight of my life. We've all been affected by COVID, of course, so we've all been sequestered. And I've been down in San Diego. I think that one of the biggest highlights the last year was one of my short trips up north to repair the house. And Jamie came over with the 2 girls and they camped
Oh yeah.
on the lower lawn. And I made a great big fire for them. And we cooked burnt sausages and marshmallows. And they camped.
You cooked burnt
Yeah,
sausages.
it was great.
We cooked the sausages, like we put them onto sticks and roasted them over the fire like we were like cartoon characters.
That's it.
Okay.
And we were
Okay.
totally distant by the length of an outstretched arm and our sticks and the fire. And I brought a dog up with me, and it was magical. I though
Oh.
slept in my bed indoors. I wasn't camping in the garden, and it was freezing back then.
This was January. Yeah, this was very
Yeah,
cold.
it was cold.
It was a
It was a
bit
cold
chilly.
night, I remember.
So,
Wow, okay, so that sounds fun. And you've got lots of dogs in your life. You're
they
volunteering.
come and go. Yeah, I volunteer for Gina trains service dogs for veterans, and so there's usually about 4 to 6 dogs in training that live with us. And unlike a lot of charities, they don't live in kennels and get training sessions. They learn how to live in a house. And there's a big training room and an outdoor dog park as well. So, but in the evenings, they learn to be companion dogs.
Nice. Nice. That's lovely. I love that.
A lot of fun, and I'm a volunteer. I love it. At this stage of my career, I now volunteer, and mainly as a dog chauffeur, picking up dogs up north and driving them down here, or picking them up from hospitals and then bringing them back to us for a while if their partner has difficulties.
I feel like you've
Mhm.
always loved driving and always loved dogs. So dog chauffeur really seems like one of the best combinations of your
It
passions.
is. I'm thinking of getting a little uniform, like a black uniform, a black hat with canine chauffeur on it. You see.
I would very much like to see that. So
Yeah, I like that. We
second
can make that happen. We
You
can make that happen,
Yeah,
I think.
I would like
Yeah.
that. I think people would like
Okay.
it too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd like a whole video series or photo series of you letting dogs out of the door of a car, of
Yeah.
a black
And
car.
it's a big surprise sometimes when I pick up the dogs and I say, "Oh, I'm so and so's chauffeur," name of the dog I'm picking up. And they say, and who are you? And I say, "Oh, Ian Dunbar." They say, "You're Ian Dunbar?" Because yeah, this is my new job.
My new job.
You know, love it.
Love it.
It's kind of like undercover boss, undercover chauffeur.
Yeah.
Of course, right. You mentioned the pandemic, and of course, that's been a big change for all of us in the past year. And of course,
Yeah,
it's been a
for
big
sure.
change for our business. Like not long ago, we were primarily an in-person puppy and dog training class.
Oh,
Like that was the main thing that we did.
did that
Yep.
change?
All of a
And
sudden,
how many years? 39 years
39
so
years.
far
Yeah,
of puppy
uninterrupted
training. Yeah.
for 39 years. And then what is it? We shut down all 25.
Well, yeah, we were only interrupted for about 6 weeks, right? Didn't we start up pretty quickly?
It's because you got the Zoom classes up and running really quickly. And now we have puppy owners from all around the world.
Yep.
Kind of cool for the trainers, I think.
I
Yep.
think
Yep.
it's so
Yeah.
funny. Like if you had told me, a year and a half ago, like, hey, you should teach puppy or dog training classes on Zoom, probably I would have said, "What's Zoom?" But then when when they explained what Zoom is, I would have said, "That's not a very good idea. That's not smart." But I feel like it's actually worked out really well. In like there are some ways that it's actually been very cool. Like it's so convenient,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah. And it absolutely makes sense for puppy kindergarten, where you do have problems with immunity, but now the trainer can see in the house and right away they can see the problems. The dog's long-term confinement area is all wrong, it's in the wrong place. Or one of the one's famous things was, where are the Kongs? Oh, they're in a box in a bookshelf. Well, that's useful. I mean, can you believe it? Oh, I didn't know we had to give them to the dogs. So no, that part of it really makes sense. But obviously, it'll be good to get back to in-person puppy classes too.
I mean, I feel like the other thing that I was
Yeah.
missing when we started the Zoom puppy and dog classes is that, sometimes I think people would bring a dog to the class and either the instructor would demo something and make it look very easy, then the, pet owner would go home and have a lot of difficulty replicating it themselves. There's no option for that with the remote classes. The
Mm-hmm.
instructor really has to
Mm-hmm.
explain, sometimes in painstaking detail, and really breaking it down. What are the like things you have to be aware of, to the point where the owner can do it themselves, which of course is
Absolutely.
a big goal.
Well, also you can
Yeah,
get
it's been very good. It's worked very well.
Yeah.
Um,
Not to say that it was not terrifying for a little bit there. I feel like it was the
oh, it was
transition was
stressful.
really
It was
scary.
stressful.
Yeah.
well. What was terrifying was we
But
had a
do you
fairly
remember?
big company, and we had suddenly no money coming in. Sirius, which has always been our bread and butter, went to zero income. And if Jamie hadn't been so far along getting Dunbar Academy on the road, we wouldn't be doing this Zoom anymore. We wouldn't be in business. So we managed to keep all of our trainers um, on board and getting, on the payroll. And that was all due to Dunbar Academy being so far advanced. And now, of course, that's our bread and butter.
Right. But I think also, like definitely Kelly made the transition to Zoom online classes happen for Sirius in a pretty remarkably fast timeline. Like that was, as you say, amazing. Like it took like 6 weeks before we were up and teaching classes, and it was like herding cat. Like a lot of instructors, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of owners, a lot of technology.
We had to redo the curriculum. I mean, we had to redo everything. It was hard for everyone to imagine how to teach that way, but it has worked out well. Do you remember, Ian? Literally, probably 21 years ago, maybe even this month, you and well, let's see who. There's three of us. You and me, and I think Gina. Um, other Gina went to, I think, the what was that, the circus, the circuit, what was that restaurant, the pub, Kensington Circus
Oh yeah,
pub,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
presented. I had a file, and I presented online puppy training classes to you. I had a whole business
Yeah.
plan set up, and that was literally in 2000.
You should have been presenting
Yeah.
it yourself. You see, I'm exactly the wrong person to present anything high tech to. You know.
Finally, my dream has come to fruition through a pandemic,
Yeah.
which
All it took was
20
a
years
global
later,
pandemic.
20 years later. Yes, that's all it took. And technology catching up. Really, at that point, online education wasn't quite as accepted or as much the norm. And technology to build the site to do such, there was no Zoom. We didn't have video. We didn't have cameras on our phones and all that stuff. So it is different. It was ahead of its time, perhaps a little premature, but I knew that was a thing that could work, and it's been fun. And that pretty much brings us to our first topic of our new season, right? Which is
Well,
wow,
one
we've just
thing.
been through a pandemic.
Yeah, which I mean, like, I feel like we've already been talking for a few minutes. I think this topic deserves its own time, so I feel like we should actually save it and do an iWoofs episode about it. Because now we're already, like, I would say more than halfway through what I think should be our
Okay.
allotted time.
Say hello. So this
Okay.
is our we're back
This is just a We're Back episode.
after a hiatus of 5 years. iWoofs rises from the ashes.
Here we
Season
are.
7, episode 1.
But I
With
suppose
the magic of modern technology. Here we are together.
Still miles apart.
Yes,
So-
but I suppose we could tell the people what the next episode will be, get them excited, because we'll be recording it very soon. So right, we were thinking about doing the next episode about puppy training during the pandemic. Obviously, there are constraints, but training those puppies still very important. Puppies got to get trained. So,
Absolutely.
but we'll leave it there for now, and I think we'll say goodbye and keep everyone wanting more.
Well, welcome back
All right.
welcome back everyone. Till the next one.
And
Cheers.
we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about dog training and behavior, make sure you visit DunbarAcademy.com to check out our selection of courses, many of which are completely free. If you'd rather watch more of our videos here on YouTube, just click the links to the right. And if you want to follow us on social media, everything you need is directly below. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications.